You're listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast.
We're very serious crafters.
And we craft very serious crafts.
Very serious.
This episode of the Very Serious Crafts podcast is brought to you by Barocco Yarn.
Hello, and welcome to episode 14 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors.
I'm Heidi from Hands Occupied.
And I'm Molly from Wild Olive. Today we're continuing the Halloween fun as we discuss our favorite handmade costumes made as very serious crafters. But before we get into that, we all want to hear the latest. So, ladies, what's good?
So I've had a ridiculous week, and the highlight, like the one shining saving grace of this week that was otherwise sort of an epic disaster.
As we laugh at that.
Is that, I mean, yep. So ridiculous it's funny, for sure. I discovered 22 karat gold embroidery needles.
Betsy.
And then I purchased some. So I am feeling so very, very fancy right now. And I should qualify that they are 22 karat gold plated. So obviously 22 karat gold would be a little bit soft for embroidery. But these needles serve a purpose. I'm allergic to 1,037 things. And so they are a thing that I am unlikely to be allergic to. But also, they just look very fancy. And they make me feel as though I am definitely living my best life while I'm working really hard to meet this deadline. And I just keep looking down at my work and being like, ooh. Like, very impressed with myself.
I feel like it's a thing that a very serious crafter should have, and now I'm missing out.
I mean, they were like $2.99 at Michael's, so you could definitely live this life with me.
I think it's going to happen.
You can also get gold-plated knitting needles. Yeah, I'm not a big jewelry person at all, unless it serves a practical purpose, like identifying my status as a married woman, I guess. That's the one jewelry I wear all the time. Or like my watch. So for Christmas one year, my husband got me Addie's, they're fixed circular knitting needles, but the tips are gold plated. And I almost never get to use them because they only come in, you only get one size at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing that's weird about them, because you touch both of the tips together because you're knitting, the texture of the gold-plated on gold-plated...
Oh, it's slippy.
It's really different than other needles. Really different.
Oh, yeah.
And it's almost like a little bit grittier, and I don't totally love the, like it's like a tactile thing that's different that, like, almost triggers, like, a nail on a chalkboard response.
Ooh,
not that they're not beautiful.
Right, but that's
interesting because it's the exact opposite with the gold. They slip through Ada cloth like butter. Like it is like you wouldn't necessarily think that like the normal like DMC tapestry needles, or I guess I usually use Dritz tapestry needles. Like they're perfectly smooth, they're nicely made, but it's a discernible difference, like with like just less friction.
Yeah.
With the gold plated, which I wasn't expecting. It's almost like squeaky smooth.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Like the loops of my knitting, I really love the loops on the needle, but when those tips touch, every once in a while I'm like, ay. Whatever that noise means.
Well, I haven't had, like, tiny mini needle sword fights, so I guess I haven't experienced that particular...
You mean you're not sitting there, like, embroidering with both hands in parallel?
But see, now we know what Haley's going to be doing this afternoon.
I mean, if you can, like... drummers are perfectly capable of doing 2 different beats with different hands. It would be really interesting to work side to side in cross stitch and meet in the middle with 2 hands.
Mm-hmm. Now we also know what Haley's doing this afternoon.
I mean, with the way I cross stitch, that wouldn't really work because I don't stab. I sew through 2 holes at the same time, so I need to be holding the fabric firm because I don't necessarily use an embroidery hoop. You can't with that method, but I have a stand embroidery hoop, so you could, in theory, do that.
To me, the only problem. And I love that we're having a very serious discussion about this, but the only problem that
this is a deeper dive than I intended.
That with cross stitch or with embroidery, you really need to see where you're headed. It's not all muscle memory. So now you also have to train your eyes to look in 2 separate directions at the same time and be able to take that in accurately.
Yeah.
I mean, since there are holes, you could do by feel. Since it's Ada cloth, not a linen even weave or something. So it's maybe a little bit easier. It's also not a huge area, so it's not looking back and forth or doing something exciting with your eyes that I'm not entirely sure is possible. Maybe.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry. That was a rabbit hole.
It was.
It was a good one.
How about
it was a good one.
How about you, Molly? What's going on?
I have been doing a bit more crochet lately, which is still fairly new and different for me to do a lot of crochet. It's usually in small doses, but I've been working on a baby blanket for a blog post. And so what has made that new and different for me is I'm getting used to holding the work and working and not doing the whole RSI thing, and I'm failing at it. So I've been sleeping with a wrist brace on, which I always know it's usually, and I've had it happen when I'm doing tons of embroidery as well, but it's the perfect storm of repetitive motion and the stress that comes along with needing to do that repetitive motion nonstop. And so I've been doing that. But the thing that has been interesting to me that I've noticed is that I feel the same wrist pain. It's always, by the way, my left wrist because of how I hold things. I have this terrible claw grip thing that I do when I hold things. But I just feel if you watched
familiar.
Yeah, if you watched Friends and there was this episode where Phoebe was trying to teach Joey how to play the guitar and she's always showing him how to hold the chords and she calls this one the old lady, and that's what I do. Anyway. But yeah, so what I've noticed is I get the same wrist pain now with some way that I hold my phone when I'm on it for too long, which has been interesting because it means that I'm noticing now you're holding your phone too much. Put it down. So I guess that's been helpful, sort of. Yeah.
Have you tried hand ease compression gloves? Because I swear by those for repetitive work because they also compress around the wrist.
Yeah, I got a pair of compression gloves and they were not the right size, and I've never gone back to find really follow through and get the right one. But I need to, because we could do a whole episode talking about taking care of yourself while you are crafting, and I'm bad at that.
And so we should.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, I think this is an entire podcast topic because I have had carpal tunnel, cubital tunnel, tendinitis, and a couple others. Bet you never even heard of cubital tunnel. That's when it's in your elbow.
Not. Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually have, because at least my right side does those things.
Yeah, and it's
lots of tendinitis.
Yeah, the cubital tunnel basically is your funny bone nerve. And the way that they diagnose it is when you were a kid, if you ever made 2 okay signs with your hands and turned them upside down to put your hands on your eyes, and if your pinkies and ring fingers fall asleep, that's a sign, like that's one of the signals that those nerves are jacked up. But I have been to physical therapy.
It's the best way to diagnose something.
I'm still trying and I can't.
So first, put
Haley
your hands
is
up.
delirious.
Well, I think my shoulders are just tight from doing so much.
Yeah, don't. This is not the day to hurt yourself, girlfriend.
Yeah, no.
But I want to make the mask face.
You literally have glasses on. You'll be fine.
Yes.
All right. So, golden craft supplies aside, what's something more fun that we could talk about today, Haley?
Well, I think we should talk about dressing up for Halloween as a grown-up, because you are never too old to dress up for Halloween, which, as Molly reminded us right before we were ready to record, we should be clear that we're talking about dressing up as, like, when you are a grown-up and you are dressing up for Halloween, we are not talking about adult Halloween costumes, which, Molly,
Yes, that's a whole different category.
it's a very different thing.
I guess for some people it isn't. It is all the same category, but we're discussing the...
Oh, that's true. I live in New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, it rather is the same category.
Yeah. We're probably more in like the PG or even G rated costumes.
Well, and
I think.
as
I mean, most of mine, yeah.
and you know,
I mean, you know.
as I always say, if you want it to be a sexy costume, just wear it without pants. Whatever it is, just remove the pants. Done and dusted.
I have so many thoughts.
I mean, noted. You could just add that
I'm
to
just
the
thinking
list.
that I don't know that always works.
I
but,
think we broke Molly.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
well,
out.
let's apply it. I've got a few costumes to tell you about that I've made. Let's see if it applies.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh dear. We've just gone down a different path now, so let's just be careful, all right, friends?
Treading carefully.
Okay.
So,
all right, here we go.
I'll keep my pants on.
thank you, Heidi.
Thanks.
This costume doesn't have pants, is the problem.
So there you go.
Okay, so my absolute all-time favorite Halloween costume that I have made for myself as an adult is a TARDIS dress. And I made this basically, like, I took a regular dress pattern and then did felt applique with the whole police box across the top and the windows, and it was TARDIS blue, and it was a relatively easy make, but also it's a cute dress, so it looks cool, and you could wear it in regular life if you wanted to, but I have gotten so much mileage out of this because it's appropriate for going to a Halloween party, and that's what it was made for. My husband dressed up as Tintin and carried Snowy, and I dressed up as the TARDIS, so we did not match that year, but, still fun. But it's by far my favorite costume, and I still wear it, and sometimes do geeky Doctor Who related events, or sometimes just because I like it. But it's my favorite of the things that I've made.
Well, I love that dress of yours. And in fact, I was in a conversation with someone just a few days ago and mentioned that TARDIS dress to them. I was like, yeah, I know someone who made a TARDIS dress, and they were very impressed by that. I can't remember for the life of me how that came up, but
that's funny.
It did. But what I love is that it really, like, to me, I look at that and I see that that's a really impressive make. And yet you're going, well, it actually was pretty simple to transform something into that. And so I love that part of it.
The only the only regret that I have, and if I ever make it again, which I might because there's some fit adjusting that I would like to do, I was going to originally put an invisible zipper down the front and then have it unzip and open to the inside of the TARDIS. And have it be bigger on the inside, which is
fancy.
A Doctor Who joke. If people who are listening are not confirmed Whovians, like I happen to be, but I ran out of time on probably literally Halloween Day and didn't end up doing that. But there exist plans in the original notebook that I was planning out this make for doing a convertible zip-open dress, which would look really cool, and I'm sure it's been done because it's a really obvious thing to do, but I have not yet done it, but I'm fairly certain I will remake this costume because I love it, and I don't want to do anything different.
Well, I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One, have you done a tutorial on this, or at least like a photo post about it that people can see?
There's a photo post about it, just like fashion-y photo post. Cute. And not even good photos, honestly. But, so it exists, and it also, like, I wore it to Maker Faire.
Okay.
When I was writing for Craft Magazine and Make Magazine, and so it has existed in the world. There are some good pictures of it, but it's not really the kind of thing that I could do a tutorial on because it's just placing mostly felt squares and cutting out letters. It's a really straightforward make. It's just kind of fiddly.
Okay. And you have a link in the show notes for that for people to see, right?
Yeah. I will definitely share a photo.
Yeah. And then the other point was just, if you never finished the inside of the costume and put that front zipper in, it could easily be a non-PG adult Halloween costume.
It's true.
Sorry, Molly. Molly's face.
Yeah,
Thank
you, Heidi.
It's true. I mean, and it's a dress, so it doesn't have pants, but I'm also not the kind of person who, like, I always wear tights, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because usually it's bright red tights. I wear bright red tights in the same way that I wear a bright red barrette every day, regardless of what I'm wearing. So,
yeah.
It's a non-issue largely for me. But I did jump on a giant trampoline at Maker Faire once, or it wasn't trampoline, it was like giant airbag thing.
Yeah.
Wearing that dress, so I'm quite sure for at least a moment it was an adult costume.
Or like a little kid like at church in a dress and they're like crawling around and their like diaper butt is sticking out.
It was exactly that, really. Since I was jumping on a giant bag like a child.
Yeah.
So it was like a bouncy castle situation.
Well,
but
nice.
So that is my favorite.
Heidi, what's your favorite costume you've made?
I mean, I've done a few costumes on Hands Occupied on the blog. One of my very first blog posts. It's horribly photographed, and it's from fall of 2010 when I started my blog, and I was like 23. I called it the bad Halloween candy costume. That's a mouthful. And I had
candy.
Yeah, I had a like mesh, like delicate laundry dryer thing that I had in college. It's like a circle of mesh that folds down into a tiny circle, but when it opens up, it's a big circle, and then it has like a seat belt, and it's basically shaped like a Pringle, so that you can dry your bras in your dorm or whatever. And so I still had that, but I didn't...
Because we all hand-washed our bras in college.
Well, I did it on Delicate Cycle, but I didn't put them in the dryer, so my mom would be proud.
Same. And only because I thought my mom would somehow know.
Yeah, totally. And I'm sure my mom bought me this thing, BTW. Oh, yeah. I digress, though, as always. But so I took that and I used the seat belting mechanism so that I could wear this mesh thing parallel to my torso and clipped around my back. But I covered it in a orange, like, cheap plastic tablecloth and, like, twist tied the end so it looked like one of those gross, like, wax paper wrapped peanut butter candies.
Uh-huh. I hate those.
But it took like 5 seconds, and I was
nobody likes those.
No. But
why does anyone ever buy them? I don't understand.
'Cause they're cheap.
Are they just so cheap that you can buy them in absurd bulk?
I think so.
Yeah. Plus,
because Halloween candy isn't very expensive.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that those, to me, like, they look like Halloween.
Yeah.
Because they're orange and black.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why you would get them.
No, my grandma always had them. Like, at the very Halloween party that we talked about in the last episode, that was what every year I would try one, and every year I'd be like, ugh, peanut butter flavored wax, what is this?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I wore all black, strapped that on, and I was like, ooh, this is a really good blog post. I've been blogging for 3 weeks. And I wore a knit hat that looked like a candy corn. I thought it was clever. The photos were terrible. The end.
I mean, I thought it was clever and the photos were terrible is kind of the story of, like, both early blog posts and anything Halloween related, period.
Yeah. Also, that costume literally does not need a tutorial. I just explained how to make it in 3 minutes. Like, yeah. Anyway.
See, now we're including tutorials in the podcast. It's perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Haley explained how to make a dress. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, how to embellish a dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You could do it on a t-shirt, too.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not going to be the same.
Yeah. I mean, okay, fine, but...
How about you, Molly? What's your favorite DIY costume for a grown-up?
Oh, wait, I just saw, Molly, we have the same costume on our list.
I know. We do.
That's funny.
So
but anyway, we'll get into that. I just noticed. Yeah. What's your favorite?
So I think my favorite Halloween costume that I made, which I think all of the Halloween costumes that I have made are possibly less involved than your bad candy costume. But I usually, because I get down to Halloween and I'm like, uh-oh, I need a costume. I should probably think about this. And so I look for something that I can do easily. Plus, I can't think of the last time I went to a Halloween party, so it's usually I'm taking little people trick-or-treating. Mm-hmm. Not my own little people, but my younger siblings, who now are too old for that anyway. So, which, by the way, they have determined they're too old for it. I would still love to go tag along trick-or-treating with them because candy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Now I just buy my own Halloween candy and I eat it for myself. Anyway.
I mean, there are good sales after.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, I think my favorite was the year that I went as a lumberjack. Mm-hmm. Because it just meant I wore jeans, a plaid shirt, and I made a felt beard for myself. Yes. And I wore a little stocking cap. And the reason that was my favorite was, first of all, it was actually kind of fun to make and wear a felt beard. Like, there was just something about that was amusing to me. But also, when you go trick-or-treating in the Midwest, it kept my face so warm. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you tell me you have photos? Because that sounds really adorable.
There absolutely are photos. Okay. I will share a link in the show notes because, yeah, it was very fun. So I'm usually looking for costumes where I can, like, make a small element and then add it, to other clothes. Like I also went as a rain cloud one time.
Cute.
And I basically stitched fiber fill to my shoulders. Mm-hmm. And then I was like wearing dark gray. So I had fiber fill on the shoulders. And then I carried a spritzer bottle with me. So if people asked me what I was,
that is adorable.
They found out.
I love that.
It's a little bit mean, but
there was one year, I just remembered, this wasn't even on my list, but there was one year I went as, like, the sky or clouds, because I was at my parents' house in Fargo for Halloween, and I was like, heck yes, I'm not in the city, and kids actually trick or treat because my parents have a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have these pajamas because North Dakota's freezing a lot. In case nobody ever knew that about North Dakota.
Yeah, don't say.
Yeah. I suppose a lot of people know about that. Anyway, aren't you glad I don't talk that way, guys? Because you'd have to listen to it on this podcast.
I mean, I assume that if you're around your parents long enough in the same way that if I'm around my parents long enough, we go full Midwest.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, people should know that we aren't making fun of these accents. We have them.
Yeah, I grew up speaking that way.
Like, we grew up with them.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to, try to talk normal.
Get your vowels back.
Get my tongue realigned. Sorry. Huge digression there.
Oh, man.
But I was home, and so I always keep this one pair of pajamas at my parents' house that my mom sewed for me, and it's just polar fleece in a pastel cloud print, and they're huge. They look kind of like scrubs that are long sleeved, and they're polar fleece, so I can wear long underwear under them.
Nice.
And so I was home, and I was like, ooh, I gotta wear a costume for handing out candy. And so I went into my mom's craft stash, which brought back so many fun memories of learning to craft as a kid, or just pillaging that thing every time I had a crazy idea. And I made myself a little wig out of elastic from that you'd use for a waistband, and then I sewed a whole bunch of fiber fill to it and made a little cloud fro.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a fun costume. Anyway,
that's adorable.
I forgot about that one.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah. So apparently Molly and I both have a fantastic Mr. Fox related costume that we have made. Mine was a mask, a felt mask that I made, and I just threw on a print dress. I was Mrs. Fox, and my husband went as Mr. Fox. But I'm especially proud of this particular mask because it looked pretty good. It was clearly a fox, but also built into the mask were holes so I could put my glasses on through the mask.
That's smart.
And that's what held the mask in place.
Oh, so smart.
That's so smart, yeah.
So I could wear my glasses over the mask, and it was all part of this whole look. And so everything about it fit. So it wasn't like trying to put my glasses on under the mask or over the mask. And so, I mean, as you guys, I'm sure, have experienced, sewing at least details and fine points and even thin areas of layered felt with a sewing machine is a bit of a pain. Mm-hmm. And it's not a beginner skill, right?
You'd think that sewing felt should be a beginner skill, but it is not. It takes finesse.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's a sewing machine tension issue.
Yeah.
And so I decided, because I knew it was going to be such a pain in the butt to sew, that I wasn't making Jeremy's mask. That Jeremy was going to learn how to use the sewing machine and make his own mask. And so I was all ready. I saunter over to the sewing machine and get it ready, and I am ready to amaze him with my mad skill and then watch him screw up a bunch of times and feel all good about fixing it. I'm ready to have that experience. He sits down at my sewing machine with zero instructions. He'd never encountered this machine before. He had not sewn, as far as I know, before.
He could have a secret life.
He sits down, takes a look at the machine, settles in the chair. I see him put the presser foot down, line everything up, and he whips up that mask with all of the tiny fussy felt details in 15 minutes.
Did he sew curved lines?
Yeah.
What a jerk.
So curved lines and thin felt details with a 1/16 of an inch edge to them.
Wait. Has he scroll sawed before?
Yes, his dad's a violin maker.
There you go. That's what it is.
And so that, I'm sure, is how those machines aren't very different.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where I was headed.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wasn't so.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm glad that you went there as well, because I was thinking, could that really be? But it was, like, it probably took me an hour and a half to do mine. And mine had a little bit more detail. Mine had, like, eyelashes and things like that. Like, it was, I ladied it up a bit. But he made that thing so quickly, and the sewing was so beautiful, and the tension was perfect, and the curves were just gorgeous, and everything, like, the points were sharp, and I was baffled.
Son of a gun.
Right? And, I mean, we have a long history of doing, like, costumes where he has been creatively involved. Like, we were old school American Apparel ads once, which it's hard-ish to explain, but really clear once you see it. So I'll put all of this stuff in the show notes.
Yeah.
But that one just sort of was mind-blowing in my expectations not being at all what happened. And the costumes were cute too, but the making process was what really made that costume.
My Fantastic Mr. Fox was not nearly as detailed as yours. I remember seeing pictures of yours, and I know you've shared the link to this recently, but I haven't clicked on it now because I still remember it, and I was so impressed with it. And I'm trying to remember if I did my Fantastic Mr. Fox before, after, or at the same year as yours, and I can't remember what year mine was, so I'm going to have to find out if I was inspired by you.
I wonder if it was the same year.
It could be.
Since I think it was the year, like the Halloween after the movie had come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was the most recent Wes Anderson.
Yeah, so mine, I just made little fox ears on a headband, and then I did makeup, and I wore like a jacket and a tie. And apparently I have a thing with dressing up as male characters for Halloween. I'm just realizing because I have a lumberjack and a
me
Mr.
too.
Fox. Anyway, so Heidi, Halloween costume. What you got for us next?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple times that I've gone as things from nature. I've done a very easy dandelion costume that I first came up with in college.
That one's cute.
Thanks. Yeah, I finally did a blog post on it. It's another easy one. I just wore like green tights, a green like tank dress, and I have a green blazer that I wear with it as well because Midwest and winter. And I'm very blonde, and especially when I still had a pixie cut, I would like muss my hair all up, like just basically hang my head upside down and blow dry it, and then toss in some hairspray, and then wear a lot of yellow and green eyeshadow. And then to flesh out the dandelion part, I had a yellow feather boa that I just wrapped around. It was actually 2 boas. And then I had this huge kind of feather cowl plus my whole blonde head. And then just green from the neck down. Super easy, and you can make it in genuinely almost no time. That's cute. A really fun really one. Cute. And it's really comfy.
I think I put it on Craft when...
Oh, I think you did.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite adorable costumes.
I tend to really like adorable costumes, even though, like, I've had people, like, drunkenly tell me at parties that, like, cute costumes are for kids, and I'm like, well, I made this, and I don't think you have any making skills, so goodbye!
Oh, that's sad. People should not... No, you should get to wear exactly what you want to if you're going to dress up.
Yeah, and then the other nature costume that I've done a tutorial for was a faux bois, or fake wood, print sweatsuit that I did with resist dyeing. So like I drew the wood grain pattern all over white sweats with glue, like with tacky glue. You let it dry completely, and then you dye it with just like brown RIT dye, and the glue dissolves, and where the glue is doesn't get dyed, or doesn't get, at least get dyed as darkly as the brown part. And so it's this really cool like wood print sweatshirt. And then I just like did Lost Boys like makeup with just smudgy eyeshadow all over my face, and I had some fake leaves wrapped around. And that was fun because it was also warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that's cool. And I like the dyeing technique, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You guys have these really great creative costumes. I feel kind of like, yeah, well, so I threw together some of this and that. And but no, now I want to try that technique with the glue.
Yeah.
Fun.
It takes a while.
me too.
It takes a while, but it's fun.
I'm thinking like a spiral galaxy
Ooh, yeah.
or an Oort cloud.
Yeah. And then you could incorporate like glitter glue afterwards. Yeah. Well, for stars.
Get that terrible, terrible devil spawn of a craft product away.
Well, the glitter would be contained in the glue.
But it never stays in the glue.
You know, I was going to save this for another episode, but let me tell you a little glitter glue story real quick, and then we are going to move on.
Yeah.
Oh, please do. I already have hives just thinking about glitter.
Sorry.
So some time ago, I can't remember, someone in my family, it wasn't me, I do know it wasn't me, but someone in my family was using glitter glue in the kitchen, and the bottle spurted it, like, you know how like when the nozzle of glue gets clogged, well, rather than unclogging it, someone just squeezed.
No.
And so glitter glue hit like all over in the kitchen, and there are still places where I cannot get the glitter glue off the cabinets. It's just there, like because it's like beadboard. So every once in a while you'll walk by.
Stuff like water soluble?
It's just because the glitter just is stuck, and it's in like the beadboard grooves in the cabinet. So every once in a while you walk by and it
it's
just
like
twinkles.
A porous.
Yes,
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's really, really funny.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Oh boy.
Oh,
That is
So at that point,
glitter.
do we want to take a short break here, ladies?
Yeah.
All
That
right.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So we're going to pause here and say a little thank you to our sponsors for this episode, Barocco Yarns.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Barocco yarns are known for their quality and affordability, and at its heart, Barocco is a design company that makes yarn, and it shows in the beautiful knitting and crochet patterns and pattern books. Find out more at barocco.com. Thank you so much for being our sponsors.
You guys are great.
So, shall we jump in once again?
So, in addition to Halloween costumes, I have another creepy thing happening in my apartment right now, and it's not a ghost cat. So, I have a sort of weird problem right now that is mysteriously reproducing craft supplies. And I just discovered it this morning. It's like an infestation, only of useful things.
Oh.
And not MOTHS.
Oh, shh. I need a moment to recover. Okay, so I was in one of the drawers in my studio looking. I don't even remember what I was looking for. I think I was looking for embroidery floss when I found a big full bag of like additional skeins of embroidery floss that I didn't even know I had. Like I have at least 3 separate bags that I'm aware of that are organized in different ways for different things, and also multiple floss boxes with floss on bobbins and such. And I had recently been going through all the floss that I had because I was looking for certain colors to use on the projects that I'm working on right now. I swear I went through every drawer. And yet, today I pulled out a bag the size of my head filled with skeins of embroidery floss that I didn't even know existed, definitely containing some of the colors that I then made a special order from crossstitch.com or whatever the online cross-stitch store is. I made a special order because I couldn't find them at Michael's. I don't know what happened. And in that same drawer, I also discovered a stack of rotary cutters.
Wait, rotary cutters or rotary cutter blades?
No, rotary cutters.
With handles.
With handle. The handle. I mean, they also have the blades in them. But, and we're talking like the big, like 45 millimeter or whatever, like, and I have like my rotary cutter on my scissor wall. Yes, scissor wall. So, and I know that I have one additional one because the fancy blue rotary cutter replaced the like regular yellow Olfa rotary cutter that I had previously had. So I'm aware of two. I have no idea where all of these rotary cutters came from. There's like 4 or 5 just chilling.
Are they in packages still?
No, they're just hanging out in that drawer.
So you didn't I feel like I end up with extra supplies when like a company that is working with bloggers or craft designers like sends me like everything they've ever made all at once, as if I need that many. Which must
be what happened. I mean, that must have been what happened, and I just don't remember.
Mm-hmm. But that's not as exciting.
No, and it's Halloween.
But there's more. There's one more thing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay.
Also involved in somewhat creepy reproduction of things. So I have a lot of scissors. But I found another bag, because apparently bags are the issue here, filled with fabric scissors. Like Westcott fabric scissors. I'm aware of, like, I teach classes sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I have, like, my bag of teaching related supplies, and there are a good stack of scissors in there, but there aren't like 25 pairs. And I love scissors. I collect scissors. People buy me scissors. Like, it's a thing. There is no way. And they all have pink handles.
Oh.
So I definitely didn't buy them.
But that's what that brand does, right? They do all like pink and purple.
I mean, it depends.
Okay.
I did a bunch of work for them, so I actually was at some point provided with their entire line because I wrote about it on Craft Test Dummies when I wrote on Craft Test Dummies, and so these were not those.
Okay.
Huh. Those were then given to friends, like people who needed craft scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no idea where this giant bag of perfectly fine, but not top of the line scissors came from either. So that was a mystery. I just kept finding. The only reason I stopped looking was because we had to record the podcast. So for all I know, every craft supply in my studio is reproducing like that. I have no idea.
What instantly came to mind is, have either of you either read or watched Roald Dahl's Tales of the Unexpected?
It's been a hot minute.
Okay. I always enjoy them. They were, just slightly creepy stories, and there was always some little unexpected element where all of a sudden you go, what? I didn't see that coming. And rarely was it like nasty, gross, weird, creepy. It was Roald Dahl's brand of creepy. And I feel like you could have like crafty tales of the unexpected that would happen now in your craft studio.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's fine. It's just weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, thank you?
Yeah.
So that's weird. First we had Ghost Cat strolling around the studio last time, and now I have mysteriously reproducing supplies.
It's almost like a trick or treat for craft supplies.
Oh, maybe the universe would just like me to hand out scissors.
So bad.
Wait, no, never mind. Nope, never mind.
Nope.
I was thinking it would be like a treat for you. It would less so for others, probably. But, okay. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Well,
so not giving the neighborhood kids weapons, check.
I mean, Brooklyn.
yeah.
Right. Which is why we're not
Exactly.
doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
anyway,
so
that is my current creepy. What? How about you, Heidi? What weird things going on in your life?
well,
She's holding up a pom-pom in front of her nose right now and just sort of smiling.
Mm-hmm.
So, go on.
There's your answer.
so when we record this podcast, first of all, I have this thing that I call my anxiety pom-pom because it's quiet and I can just fidget with it, but it makes no noise. So that's why I'm holding a red pom-pom. But it's a real nice segue for the next product of my internal madness that is also Halloween related. And that is this costume I'm working on that poor Haley and Molly have had to listen to me talk about for a couple months now. This year I'm going to I'm in the process of attempting to go as a giant pom-pom. So
like a yarn pom-pom.
yes.
Yes. As you do.
Like on top of your stocking hat.
Yeah,
pom-pom.
except it would be my whole body is the pom-pom. As if I don't have
really heavy.
as if I don't have so much other work and deadlines going on that like actually is like paying my bills. And
this
listeners
could pay
of
your
this,
bills. You don't know.
I doubt it.
I have a question.
Yes.
So many questions.
So, I understand how it should look. Like, I can imagine you as a pom-pom.
Great.
But how does the physics of that work? How do you get the yarn to stick out far enough from your body without going...
Well,
And by I mean limp. Because you guys can't see the arm motion. Right.
well, listeners of this podcast might recall, maybe, that I am obsessed with Latch hook. And
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever heard that before. Heidi.
never?
Yes.
It's
to us.
news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have constructed a dome out of rug canvas. So that's the like semi-flexible grid you make latch hook projects with. I've constructed a dome using that and fishing line. I modeled it on...
You are brilliant.
I modeled it on the construction of a beach ball, actually. I was going to do a geodesic dome at first, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so many seams. Absolutely not. And also, like, trying to, like, I'm so used to designing in primarily 2 dimensions. And even for, like, sweater construction and design, it's a lot different than trying to construct a sphere out of a semi-rigid material like rug canvas. So as of this recording, Halloween is like 6 weeks away. And I have 2 half spheres constructed of this latch hook material. And I started with 6 pounds of yarn.
Which is not an insignificant amount of yarn.
And
for people who do not understand,
it's
like yarn is generally weighed in like grams and ounces.
Yeah. Right? And like a lot of skeins are like 100 grams and 3.5 ounces generally.
Yeah.
But we're talking pounds.
Okay.
And as of last night at midnight,
I'm now picturing it in skeins.
Yeah. And I'm using Lion brand, I think they call it Pound of Love.
Yeah.
And I've gone through 1 pound of yarn of my 6 pounds, and I haven't quite finished the first of 6 panels for this costume. So, am I a psychopath?
Well,
yes.
I like that about you. I mean, it's a terrible and glorious idea.
It is so dumb.
And I cannot wait to see it.
Right now the first panel's done, and it just kind of makes me look like a really pregnant, like, Care Bear stomach.
That's adorable. And also, alternative, if you don't end up finishing the thing, just slap some ears on and you are good to go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing will be figuring out how to attach it to my body. I think it's going to be kind of like a turtle shell situation. Because I have to be able to walk and, like, go to the bathroom at some point, in theory.
Ooh. You could use, like, fish, like, aquarium air hose tubing to make a structure to put these panels on that you could then slip on or slip off, because that actually maintains. You could also use, like, plastic tubing from the hardware store, which is a little more rigid.
Yeah, I need to figure out also how to make it stay spherical at its widest point, because I'm trying to keep in mind that a pom-pom, when you construct it, it's just strips of yarn tied really tightly at the center, and they come straight out, like they're all a radius point from the center, but I have to be a human inside of it. So,
wooden dowels attached to a belt that then hook into, like, say, 1/2-inch plastic tubing.
I was actually thinking about just stuffing it with really strong balloons.
Okay, or that.
Because I am not...
Because that's way less complicated. I mean, also fiberfill.
Yeah, something... Because I want to not... I feel like dowels sound like a belt of dowels sounds like a medieval device.
I'm not saying it's a... Like, you wouldn't want to take it on the subway.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do. Maybe it becomes a whole, like, protective situation.
You should look at panniers and see how they were constructed. Like, Regency, or no, 17th century, is it? Panniers? Like, the ridiculous dress form structures?
Yeah.
Ooh, or a crinoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, an actual crinoline tutu underneath there would probably
work.
Actually.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm definitely in the early stages of this absolute journey. Wish me luck, I guess.
I mean, I so clearly want to come over and play and make and help make the structure.
Yeah. Oh, and P.S. My plan is to teach my husband how to latch hook and make him help me.
Yes.
That's a good plan. Or you could always get the dogs involved.
They just lay on it, probably. Because right now it's just like a comfy bath mat.
Yeah, it's duct taped to a tail.
Oh, goodness.
Like, wag, wag, wag. I think...
Yeah. Anyway, so that's more than a little bit of a window into my madness. How about something that's less crazy and weird, Molly, to talk about?
I don't know if it's less crazy or weird, but...
I'm so excited about it, though.
So when I think... This is probably maybe less crafty, although not really. We've discussed our crafty dads before. Crafty dads. But my dad is like... we consider him the king of pumpkin carving around here. And I think that pumpkin carving, I mean, pumpkin decorating as well. You know, you can do the whole, like, paint and extra items. And, I mean, there's amazing things, right? How many different pumpkin decorating tutorials are there out there for different kinds of things?
1,037,000.
Yeah. But my dad he's not big into... My dad is an artist and was an art education major. He's actually, as I speak right now, he's teaching an art class, I think. But he's not big into the templates and following all of those tutorials. I remember a few times growing up where my dad would pull out a permanent marker and, like, mark the pumpkin to get it ready to carve. But most of the time, he just freehands it. He just dives right in, starts carving that pumpkin, and... the result is something either super cute, like he makes the cutest classic pumpkin faces, or something very elaborate like he just freehand cuts a haunted house with a little pumpkin in the front and then a ghost coming out of it, and you go, what just happened there? I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel comfortable freehanding, but carving a pumpkin is not one of them, and he just goes with it. I love it.
That's awesome.
I mean, I wish my anxiety were that low.
And I think that's a big part of it, right? He doesn't worry about it. He just does it.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst that's going to happen is that pumpkin will look slightly funny and no one will care.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and he's done...
that's cool.
Yeah, like, you know, the character faces that you sometimes will see templates for. He doesn't use the templates. He did, like, a Jack Skellington one year. He did... I think he's done Bert and Ernie. Mm-hmm. He's done... I think in that one he, like, actually carved out a place to insert, like, a piece of mulch or something for a Bert eyebrow. Yeah.
That's adorable.
And I think he may have done some Monsters, Inc. ones as well. I'm trying to remember.
If he ever needs somebody to latch hook him a unibrow, let me know.
That would be pretty great.
Bringing it back to latch hook every time.
I just like that as an idea, like, floating in the universe. If he ever needs someone to latch hook him a unibrow, let me know. Like, as an offer.
I will pass that along to him. I'm sure he will enjoy that. But now I suddenly, circling back, because, you know, you've seen where people do, like, the embroidered pumpkins, where you drill through, usually it's with the plastic pumpkins, obviously, but you could do it with a real pumpkin, but where you drill holes so that you can stitch through it. I want to know what would be involved with latch hooking on a pumpkin.
I was just thinking about that inside my crazy head. I feel like you would have to do the method where you don't use a latch hook tool, where you sew.
Right.
And then you trim the loops.
Right.
Because a pumpkin is not supposed to be that flexible unless it's about to go bad, and then why waste your time?
You could,
but I'm thinking...
put latch hook,
you could cover it in fringe,
mount
basically.
latch hook fabric on it.
Yeah.
I think that's cheating. I don't know.
Those are the rules. Molly doesn't want me to break them.
That's right. There are rules for latch hooking a pumpkin, clearly.
Molly won't allow it.
The latchkin. Latchkin.
We take these things very seriously.
I mean, it's true. It's true. My very serious crafter card is going to be revoked if I'm not careful.
Yeah, gosh. How dare you talk about appliquing latch hook onto a pumpkin?
Unacceptable. You guys, I totally want to try it though now.
Yeah. I still
wait,
have not embroidered
you just told me I couldn't break that rule, but you
No. I want to.
She wants to do it the right way, Haley. She wants to do it the right way.
Exactly.
I see.
Gosh.
I see. You go ahead and latch hook that unibrow into that pumpkin.
Oh boy. Sometime I'll also have to talk about the other crazy latch hook project I want to embark on, which is latch hook yarn bombing. Because there's this like grate. There's this like abandoned building. It's like where people used to pay to park in a parking lot near my house, and all of the windows are covered in like a metal grate, kind of like what you would see on the top of like a metal patio table. And it has no flexibility, so I'd have to do the like sewing method. But I'm tempted to just like walk the few blocks and just like go to town on that thing. And so the entire thing would be covered in yarn. And also there's a little bit of an awning over it, so it might not get like disgusting and mildewy the first time it rains. I'm insane!
I mean, also use acrylic, and then it won't get disgusting very quickly anyway.
Yeah. I'm insane!
I like it. I could see it also looking really cool with, like, seriously bulky gauge yarn.
Yeah.
Like, some really interesting texture.
Yeah. So, this podcast is just going to be me, like, inserting these, like, bouts of latch hook obsession.
I mean, you do realize that if you get arrested for this, it's going to be incredibly hard to deny.
Yeah. Well, and
that's true.
I was at a restaurant the other day, and someone came up to me and was like, "I follow you on Instagram. You're the one who latch hooks, right?" And I was like,
"Yes." As you pull out your tool.
Yeah. Whoa.
Adult Halloween costume. It's not what I meant.
Your latch hooking tool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I meant latch. There was context.
Yes, we knew. We knew what you meant.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, at least we're not stroking the craft supplies.
Right, Molly?
That's right. I have nothing to say.
Well,
but speaking of beautiful yarn.
Yes, speaking of beautiful yarn, I think it's time for us to wrap it up and send some love to our sponsor once again.
Thank you to our sponsor, Barocco Yarn, maker of beautiful yarn that you might want to stroke. I'm just saying, in the best sense. I mean, it's true.
It's good yarn,
so,
fam.
Visit Barocco.com. That's BERROCO.com to find beautiful yarn, patterns, inspiration, and more. And if you would like to sponsor the Very Serious Crafts podcast, or if you know someone that might be interested in sponsoring us, visit veryseriouscrafts.com and click sponsor.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and join our Facebook group and all of the things. Mm-hmm. If you just search Serious Crafts, you will find us on most things.
Yeah, and definitely...
Yes. And please... Yeah, I was going to say, please share your Serious Crafts with us.
Yep.
Yes, please do.
And
we want to hear all about it.
And especially Halloween costumes, Halloween costume stories. Our Instagram is going to be full of our own pictures of all these costumes and more that we didn't even get to. So you guys can all see truly the level of our Halloween costume madness as adult women in our 30s.
We're very serious about Halloween.
Yes.
Yes. As you should.
And I cannot wait to start talking about Christmas, y'all.
I've got a glitter story to tell you about Christmas when we get there.
Yes.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We'll start the planning now.
Exactly. And on that note, I guess we should probably get going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
You've been listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. If you loved this episode, please share it with a friend who's as serious about crafts as we are. Thanks!